Hi boys and girls, I'm teacher Shella and our topic is about comparing and ordering fractions. Remember to compare similar fractions, compare the numerators. The larger the numerator, the greater is the value of the fraction. So we have two rectangles here, and each rectangle is divided into 6 equal pieces. So the first rectangle is divided into 6 equal pieces, so the denominator is 6, and 2 parts of it are shaded. So our numerator is 2. We can code this first rectangle to 2, 6. Now, the second rectangle is divided into 6 equal pieces, so the denominator is 6. And 3 parts of it are shaded, so we call this 3, 6. Now, how do we compare the fraction if our denominator are the same? Remember, the larger the numerator, the bigger the fraction. So we can say that 3, 6 is greater than 2, 6. Or we can say that 2, 6 is less than 3, 6. That would be the answer. Now, if the fraction has the same numerator but different denominator, compare the denominators. Then the larger the denominator, the smaller the value of the fraction. So we have example here. We have 2 bars. The first bar is divided into 4 pieces. So the denominator is 4. And you can see the 2 parts of it are shaded. So the numerator is 2. So we can say that this bar is 2/4. Now, in here, this bar is divided into 5 pieces. So we can say that 2 parts of it are shaded. So this bar is 2/6. Now, this time the denominator are different and the numerator are the same. Whenever you compare different denominators such as 2/4 and 2/5, the bigger the denominator, the smaller the fraction. So we can say that 2/4 is greater than 2/5. And that's the answer. Now, to compare the similar fractions, use cross multiplication, which is a shortcut to changing the fractions to similar fractions with the product of the denominators as the common denominator. Now, we will compare 2/3 and 3/4. What will we do in this case? So, it will be a lot easier if our denominators are the same. So, we can just compare the numerator. We can do that by making equivalent fractions. So, we need to find the denominator that is multiplied by 3 and 4. If we multiply both denominators, like 3 times 4 is equal to 12, and 4 times 3 is equal to 12, we can get the denominator, because it means that 12 is multiple of both 3 and 4. Now, let's do the cross multiplication to get the numerator. So, 2 times 4 is equal to 8. And 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So, now, we have an equal fraction. Now, it is easy for us to compare it. We just have to look at the numerator, because the larger the numerator, the larger the value. So, we can say that 8/12 and 9/12. So, 8/12 is less than 9/12. Or we can say that 2/3 is less than 3/4. And that would be the answer. Now, arranging least to greatest. So remember, to arrange the dissimilar fractions, change it to similar fractions before they can be arranged. Okay? We have a given fraction here. 7/8, 2/3, 5/6, and 1/2. First, we need to get the LCM of these all denominators. So, what is the LCM for 8, 3, 6, and 2? So, we can say that 24 is multiplied by 8, 3, 6, and 2. So now, our denominator is 24. Now, change all the given denominator to 24 to change it to similar fractions. So, now we have new denominator, but we don't have numerator. So, how can we get a numerator? First, we will divide 24 divide 8 times 7. So 24 divide 8 times 7, 21. And next, 24 divide 3 times 2 is equal to 16. Then 24 divide 6 times 5 is equal to 20. And then plus 24 divide 2 times 1 is equal to 12. So now we have the numerator and the equivalent value. Now let's arrange this to lowest to greatest. So what is lowest here? So first, we will look at the numerator. The bigger the numerator, the bigger the value. So we will look the lowest. So in here, 1224 is the lowest. So 1224 is less than 1624, less than 2024, and less than 2124. Or we can say that 1/2, because 1/2 here is equivalent to 12/24. Less than 2/3, because that is 16/24. And less than 5/6, less than 7/8. And this would be the answer. So, it's your turn. You need to compare these fractions. And I want you to copy this and answer this in your math notebook. This would be the proof that you did your homework. So, if you have any questions, we will answer that in class. Good luck!